Hello everyone. I'm back. I'm back like load shedding. Hello everyone, welcome back to Pumla's Recaps. I know I've been gone for a very long time, but I am back and let's get into these shows. Before I start, can you guys please subscribe to my channel, like and comment, and then secondly, please put the playback speed to 1.5 or times 2, because I recently realized that I actually speak slow, and I know in a world of TikTok people do not have the what do you call this, the attention span for people like us who speak slow. But yeah, please do that, and let's get into Uthando Nesthembu. So I'm only gonna recap season 8, episode 4 and 5. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3 were that other week, so we've all been past them. So let's get into 4 and 5, which to me just felt like one long episode anyway. So yeah guys, the family is back. Okay, so we have all our beautiful ladies and this man, they're all back. But yeah, so tell me, how are you feeling about Uthando Nesthembu? Are you guys excited? Now we have it twice a week. I hope it's gonna be a jam-packed season. But before we get started on the recap, I want us to I was just checking if it's recording. Let's get started on the looks, the opening sequence, because I thought they did good, some more than others. But okay, let's start with Ondlunkulu uMaqele, the first lady. So I like her dress. I like the blue. I don't like her skirt. I think it makes her look a little frumpy. I don't know, they could have changed the material of that skirt, but she's okay. She's not, I think she's out of the 5, because there's 5 now. She's my least favorite with the look and other things, but you'll get into that. Umayeni, number 2. I love this. There's nothing I would change. She looks good. She looks really good. She looks awesome. Ooh. What was that? Wait. Oh. Number 3. Uma Kumalo. She also looks good, but there's a lot of colors going on in this outfit. Like, I like the chain, but then now your yellow, it's so much going on, but it is such a pretty dress. I saw like because now it's not that clear, but on Instagram, her Instagram, it's a very pretty dress. It's a lot going on with the colors. But anyway, number 4, she looks good. I really like this. It suits her so well. The red hair, oh my gosh, she is so pretty. But all of them are pretty. I think Umusa just has the best taste in women. They are also pretty. And we have number 5. I even forgot, who is she? Who is he? Because I feel so wrong only referring her to number 5. Like, what is her? She is Mahu, not Mahu. That's the singer. But like, who is she? Like Umabani. That's what I'm asking basically. But did you guys notice her dress and number 4 and Mangwabe's dress, look, they're in the same color scheme, they're in the same family. Even this corset situation, they're very similar. This is so poetic. I feel like, for the way Mangwabe is speaking, like, is she replacing Mangwabe? It's so, yeah, that's just something I picked up in Jay with the dresses. Because look at them, these corsets, Okay, this picture isn't so not clear, but the concepts are very similar. But anyway, let us get into it. So we open up with the dinner. So if I keep looking like this, I'm looking at my notes. Okay, remember? Yeah. So pick up at the dinner, and so at the dinner they just watched that part where we learned. Okay, we knew, but now they also know now, present day, about uSibindi uthi naye ufuna uMacele as a first wife. So obviously now no one likes it, and yeah. So I'm so sorry. So sorry. I have to edit that out. So with this one, this is where polygamy confuses me a little. Oh, okay, they were all against ukuthi uSibindi ashade uMacele. They don't even know the girl. I don't believe they're related. I don't know, but anyway. And then okay, they carry on. So now Umusa was still talking to Usibindi, and then they bring up that thing with you must accept whatever treatment you get from whatever wife, because that's a duty of a husband, I guess. And then this is the thing about not being fed. If he doesn't go there, he's not being fed. If he doesn't go there, he's not being fed. He's gonna be fine with it and whatever, and life carries on. And then for whatever reason, Omayeni is touched by this. So I'm like, are you touched because you do not feed him? Because because this is where polygamy confuses me, because you guys were all upset at Usibindi for saying that he wants to marry uMacele, saying that he shouldn't marry uMacele because usiswakhe wada. Even though we all know there's no direct relation to Usibindi no uMacele. But now when things are spoken like this, it's now we make a distinction with I'm the biological mother, I'm not the biological mother. Like, I don't get it. I feel like if you're gonna do it for one situation, do it for all situations. If you guys saying that these are all our children, you can't pick and choose when it works for you. I just find that a bit odd. But anyway, and then we get so everyone had their own montage, and so we saw Makumalo's in the first part of this dinner. So now we get Tiaramangwabe. There was nothing much there, but we know what Ugel is sticking to her guns. If that's her stance, and she's not backing down. But anyway, so number 5 is finally introduced. Well, visually, not yabo. And uMacele in her fake eyes, I'm so sorry. Guys, I don't see it for Macele. I do not see it for her, but yeah, it is what it is. Out of all of them, she's my least favorite wife. I don't like her. And it's so weird because I like all her children. Her children are so cool. I think she has like very like well raised children. But yeah, but and in my liking or not liking of these women is only based on what they give us on this show. When I do my recaps, I don't base it on rumors or what we've heard or how they behave outside of the show. No, I'm basing it solely on the show and what I've seen of Macele for these past 7 seasons. Now we're in season 8. I do not like the woman. I'm sorry, I don't. But I'll try to be fair when I do my recaps, because right is right and wrong is wrong. But we'll see. So yeah, so uMacele is now happy and singing for number 5 when we know you do not like number 2, 3, and 4, but you're gonna like number 5, njani, because number 5 is gonna cause a drastic change in your life, nje physically, spiritually, financially, but you like her, okay, but you couldn't. But when it was time for you to attend Makumalo's wedding, it was such an issue for you, and Makumalo has been in the family for how long? Like, you see what I'm saying when I say I don't like Umakumalo. I mean, I don't like Umaktele because I don't get how she processes information, or what makes sense to her does not make sense to me, you know. So at first, when they introduced them, Umakumalo looks completely checked out. I don't know if she is or she's just bored by this whole thing, but she looks completely checked out. I wonder what's that about. But anyway, so Umayeni, she looked upset at first, but then yeah. And then they all asked Uguti, has he paid Lowala for the new wife already? And yeah, he says he has. It's like, wow, okay, that's wow, okay. Which is also very confusing to me because, like, guys, okay, it's 10 years, I understand there's many wives, but why is your husband going to pay Lawala without telling you? Is that how it works, really? Hey. And this count me out of his team, because what do you mean you're not gonna tell me who's Uyo Lobola? Like, should I not? Hey, but yeah, anyway. So Umayeni now on the confessionals, she was busy advising Umsele ukuthi uzowani image. Okay, it was cute and funny, right? I get that it was a bit funny, but my thing is also it is confusing because the girl you left, like Uhambile, do you really care like to advise him? I don't understand. Anyway, so Umayeni asked Umselegu ukuthi ubani, like what is her name? I basically I think she wanted to know like what's her name, where is she from. Umakele, it's not Pamwam. You are not going to speak about that in front of me, which also is in this house we drink wine, okay, which I felt like it was so unnecessary. I feel like she shouldn't have stopped it. She could have just said, okay guys, Mina, this is where my involvement stops, and Kala always excuse her from the table initially with your conversation, but she wanted them to shut it down completely. And I feel like between Umayeni and Umatele, for me it looks, I don't know if it really is, it just looks like a power play between the two. Like ibafuna ukukhombisana, and because we know the history, obviously would see lo number 2 I figure Kala, but this one ended up being number 1. So for me, their tag and pull always feels like a power struggle. Just because he married you first doesn't mean he values me less, type of thing. And I feel like Umayeni needs to understand Wutsi almost respects Umayeli more than her, but at the same time Umayeli needs to understand Wutsi almost loves Umayeni more than her. That's my takeaway of it. I've watched the show since season 1, and that has always been my takeaway. But yeah, that's the real war of the show, honestly. And with this situation, I was siding with Umayeni, because yeah, we don't want to know like who is your new wife, you know. If you've paid Lobola already, I mean, as Sajigi, so you might as well tell us who is she, you know. But anyway, so now we yeah, there's too many contradictions in the show. But so now we're moving on to episode 5, and the opening of it is, so now they're driving home basically. That's why I said these 2 episodes for me felt like one long episode. But so now it's home time, so they're driving home. Umusa is with Magdalena in the car. And she's upset because Umusa utoni Kizembi. I mean, facts are spoken. I mean, but Ugal is really upset about this. He's so upset. But when this conversation started, as soon as they left all the way to AC Park where she lives, like bewushubile nje AC Park, because when they got to the parking lots in the and I don't know, because inkinga now sayibona kama uMatele she didn't like ukuthi almost I said uyamseva, which I don't see why that would hurt her so much, because A, it's true, and B, everyone knows it's true. Hey, and also he's your husband, so what if he serves you? He's supposed to, he married you, you also serve him, Mangiti. But I don't think that's how she took it. But anyway, so almost now rushes to Mzumbe uyobheka umbali to make sure ukuthi angeke ahambe in the middle of the night. I don't think Umbali would leave in the middle of the night. Umbali would leave in broad daylight. The day ahamba, she's gonna leave in broad daylight. So where am I now? Oh, so I lost my part on my notes. Okay, so Umusa rushes to check on Umbali, check out right, yakahambi. And Umbali is not, I'm afraid now she's actually really gonna go, hey? But I can't tell if she's joking or not joking, but her calmness, she's way too calm compared to the other seasons. She's very calm, so as the girl might be leaving for real this time, because she even brought up co-parenting. They would work just fine in like co-parenting. I was like, yo, wow, okay, that would be a very different dynamic to what we've known for all these years. But no, I'm in support of whoever wants to leave, because yeah. So, and then we found out that Umayini went back to her parents' house. She didn't come back in Zombe. Which, you see, this is where it confuses me. Guti, she was giving all of that advice, but then you are not in the homestead. Like, Uyini, like, what are you now? Are you girlfriend? Are you fed up leave? Are you gonna come back? Are you done? But yeah, I wonder, maybe she'll come back, because the one thing about this family is they are very good with not letting us in outside of the show, because as it is, I didn't know Umayini left until the show started. They're very good at that, at keeping things at bay until it's time for them to be revealed on the show, which is such a good thing for them to keep the show running. So present day, on the 2nd of February 2025, we have no idea if Mayim is back home or not. I guess we'll have to watch the show to find out, like literally. But he doesn't check on. But also I'd be curious to know what yini ama requirements or Mayini to come back, like, because I feel like sometimes, a lot of times when people leave, yes, there's a break that you want maybe, but there's also stipulations or requirements that you want met before you come back. So I'm really curious, Kuti, what are those for Umayeni? I'm really curious to know. So it's the morning after. He didn't check on Umakumalo. which I find that was shitty. He should have checked on her as well. Just because she's on board with your fifth wife or your official girlfriend doesn't mean she doesn't deserve to be checked on. That was foul. But anyway, so it's the morning after. Umayini needs a breakfast for her man, or their man rather. But so Kumalo, obviously this thing, hey, imshezi iyamhurts Asham, honestly, because she brings it up again, but in this now, I think she wants to make it clear to us, the viewers, Woody. She did work at some point, which obviously, I mean, I'm sure almost I didn't have the kind of money he has now. So everyone was working, and as far as I know, up until last season, the other wives were still working outside of the show. I know she gets paid from the show, but obviously she doesn't have another job that I recall them talking about. But so yeah, she doesn't, right? I don't think she does work. I haven't heard her work, say she's going to work or whatever. Maybe first season, but that was how long ago? So, and I do feel like she's fighting this thing about she's treated differently or special privileges, but she does have special privileges. Remember with Mabahamba Ama trip, okay, she says Agasahambi and Ama trip, Bamahama Ama trip, where almost sleeps in her room throughout the entire trip, right? So number two, she lives in AC Park, which is outside of the homestead. Everyone else is in the homestead. I mean, if that's not, I'm sure, I know for a fact Utobile would love to live a Palito. I'm sure she would. But she doesn't. She has a house that she lives in, and Umakele does have a house now in Mzumbe. That's extra cost. You're costing the family, which is fine. That's your husband, whatever. It's fine. But do not deny Guti, you do have special treatment or privileges or whatever, and if she's fighting that, maybe she feels like as a first wife she deserves it, which fair. I can see why she would think that, but at the same time, don't deny that it's happening. Do not deny it. So we learn Guti her house aftercare for all the kids, which also polygamy, these are your kids, right? They're your husband's kids. Why did you have to bring that up? Because now you make it seem like it's a burden to you when all of these kids come to your house. Are they not your children? Again, polygamy, make it make sense. This is where you see these little cracks for me solidify with polygamy does not work under any circumstance. It just doesn't work because people pick and choose what works for them, on which day it works for them. And if I want to be all of a sudden I'm no longer their mother. Yeah. But she brought up the issue about money. Uguti, it's not enough, blah blah blah. Okay, I can see that maybe, but she's trying to insinuate Musa is broke, I feel, and I don't believe Musa is broke. I don't believe any of them are broke. But maybe she's not getting as much as she would like, but also forgetting with the other wives by siblings. They have different income outside of Musa. So that's the thing with maybe she's comparing, I mean, the scale of living. Also, where you live is already taking out a huge chunk of the family's money. what actually would say your electricity is not even 2,000, it's way more than that. So you are costing the family a lot, but at the same time you still want a lot. You're already spending a lot though, if you really think about it. But I understand if you want more, especially if your kids are coming to your house after school. You know, for snacks and food and things like that. I get it. So yeah, that's where we end the episode 5. So I'm looking forward to episode 6 and 7, which are happening on Wednesday and Thursday. I look forward to that. And tell me, how do you guys feel about this new season? Are you excited? Are you watching? Also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm back. I'm gonna try to be consistent. And yes, that was my recap for Uthando and Nesthembu, and it's been great. Bye guys.